Well, we're doing a couple of things. One, you want to measure twice and cut once on this sort of decision so that we're not changing a price target around every couple of months on this. And so what we were looking at are a couple of things. One, we've been doing a lot of work around materials going into the batteries and how that expertise really flows through the rest of the powertrain. We wanted to do some checks at CES last week and make a couple more calls. We did that at the end of last week. Secondarily, we're looking at the operating systems and how that translates into autonomous vehicles. And what we're picking up is that there's going to be another iteration on how self-driving cars evolve. And one of the things that we're really looking at with Tesla is that they've got over 600,000 cars on the road capturing corner cases. And so as they take all of that data and feed it back into their system, and what we think is ultimately a like the last 1% of scenarios that could happen.
I see.
An elephant may walk across the street. What are you going to do? That isn't in everybody's
Well, you're going to
system.
die if that happens.
Well, it depends on if your car stops
If it's
in time.
a deer, you might survive. If it's an elephant, cruising down the back streets of Montclair, you might be in big trouble. Also, the circus is going to be angry. But how about this? Is some of Tesla's, because the recent run has been, some it's got to be the shorts just caving, right? Just say, I'm out, I've gotten crushed, I'm done. How much also is it of some of these competitors that everyone was so worried about, the Audi e-tron, the Porsche Taycan, and I read all the car magazines, they're not getting a lot of love. And I wonder if people realize Teslas may survive.
Well, one of the things that we were looking at is where the platform designs are going, not the cars that are coming out this year and next year, but the ones that are coming out in 2022 and 2023 and how those platforms are evolving. And what we were looking at is designs very similar to the Tesla Model 3, coming out 2-3 years from now. And so our conclusion is that, given some time and Tesla having a little bit more risk tolerance as an organization and being able to learn from its mistakes, that they're going to continue to evolve ahead of their competition. One other point is really this China factory came up awfully quickly. First ground to first car was less than a year. I think that put a lot of automakers on notice as Tesla is really proving to be an existential threat for those companies.
Yeah, I was going to ask sort of a similar question. How far ahead is Tesla over its competitors in the electric vehicle area? And it seems to me that they've got a big A, head start, and B, they've got brand prominence that is really important.
I think you're absolutely right. Consumers are looking at sustainability and where they spend their dollars and buying things with their values. And sustainability is a big trend. We're seeing it, across the consumer sectors. And really, Tesla's captured people's imaginations. And, we kind of joke that anytime you run into a Tesla owner at a party, it's kind of a drag because you got to listen to them talk about their car all day long.
Yeah, although you do have to dig up a lot of coal and burn natural gas to make the energy to power the car. I just want to remind people. Sometimes people forget that there is a whole supply chain.
It's a great point because right now what we're seeing on the coal side is companies buying coal plants, shutting them down and building solar plus storage because they can actually reduce the delivered electricity price. And so there's a real revolution happening on the utility side as well right now where cost declines on solar plus storage are really driving a material change in terms of the technology.
And that will help.
Absolutely.